Oh, I need to update title, sorry. Okay. Pen and paper. Japanese. Alright, pen and paper Japanese. Alright, this is pen and paper Japanese study sessions, and I got myself tons of papers. So that should work, hopefully. I don't know whether I can change the name on the fly. It still says updating though, whatever. Let's just bring this down a little bit because I think it is maybe a little bit too far away, and I don't want. Yeah, hopefully it can work. Well, I think this camera is. Yeah, I need to add some weight so you can get this bad boy down a little bit. Let me think. Alright, I got another idea. I'm going to use some weight to get this down. Yeah, hopefully it can work. Yeah, definitely it can work. So I'm going to make a makeshift camera that you can also show here, because I'm not going to just want to shrink, but also a little bit chat. So I'm going to. Yeah. By the way, if you're new here, today I don't want to do anything. Yeah. So I think may as well just chat with folks and do a little bit Japanese, pen and paper Japanese. Because I don't feel too well today, so I don't want to look at a computer. Yeah, maybe it's the code. I'm not sure. So sorry about the voice. Okay, so what I'm going to do is to set it to here, and let's adjust it because I got like a multiple thing that I need to adjust before I can actually get started. Yeah, that's not going to work. It's kind of like moving a little bit. Yeah, I got another idea, but I have to try this a little bit, because if I do this, the main camera may get like a wobble a little bit, which I don't want. Yeah. Yeah, if I put this here, yeah, sorry. If I put it here, this camera will become very unstable. I'm not going to do that. Let's try some. Yeah, what about I get rid of this case? I got like a rig for my phone, which is very helpful if I. Yeah, I got another idea. What about I use it to shoot the screen? Yeah, that's a bad idea. May confuse some people. So I'm going to not dual, just a none. Use some pure front camera, if you will. And what I'm going to do is to try to, okay, you might see some thing like a wobble a little bit because I'm adjusting something. Okay, don't panic. There's all some process that I need to go through in order. Oh, I got another case of this. So It seems that case can actually like prevent. Okay. What about it? Okay, just to take off. Let me take out this case very quick. Yeah, hopefully that will give us a like uniformed. Hopefully that will give us a uniformed with kind of weird, still kind of weird. Okay, I'm gonna try this. So what about I use another power source that I can plug in here. Yeah, I can't. Yeah. What about this? I use power bank without using power source. I got power bank here as a sort of a weight to push all this rig down. But what about I? Yeah, we'll rig it up. What about I plug it here? So I get a continued power supply. Yeah, that may work, that may work. In fact, this can also be served as some sort of a support of a weight of some sort, maybe. Bring all this down so I can see you folks. Brilliant. Yeah, let me just bring this forward a little bit. Yeah, let's come to another problem. If I move this here, I have to move all the thing back a little bit in order for you folks to focus at the center. Yeah, that's kind of. This should be the correct way, so I need to move it here. right. So it seems I have to like leave everything up in order to get the edges here. I still can't get edges, so let's test. We get edges. If we move it down a little bit. Yeah, let's do this. So pen, paper, Japanese, and yeah, learn Japanese. With Lippa. This is like a lip. Oh my god. Okay. I might need the keyboard because I haven't been like typing Japanese, writing Japanese for a long time. Sorry, this is like a one. Okay, let's get this out of here. Yeah, I thought this was like a pull. what I'm doing? I'm like having stroke or something. Yeah. Let me write this again, okay? Learn. With Lippa. Let's do that again. Hopefully this time will work. Lippa. Yeah. Yeah, let's get this party started. Let me just click go live. In fact, I haven't eaten anything yet. So I'm going to grab some coffee. Where's my coffee? Okay. Hopefully this will be suffice of the water supply. 礼拜。礼。Okay. Alright, okay. Did I spell it wrong? Because, yo, oh my gosh. It's when you first like get the pen and paper and you realize how hard it is. I haven't been like right for a pretty long time. That's the thing that I really want to do. You know, just go all the way back to like the traditional form, just like time travel to the sweet old days of using pen and paper and do everything. But unfortunately, we can't do that. Okay, hopefully. I'm going to make a little bit like notes here, so it's even like a classroom. Let's just let's just be creative. Okay, like a place it here, place it here, place where. Place it here, down below. What about down below? Learn Japanese. What about here? What about I place it here? Okay, I just place it here. Make it narrower. Make it narrower. Make it approximate here. Okay, hopefully that will work. And I need to adjust the setting a little bit because I think everything is like tilted towards the top. What about I move everything up to the top, make it bigger, so it more, you know, it's like a more centered. Yeah, I think that's good. I love it. Learn Japanese with Slipper. Yeah, I got like tons of paper, so rest assured we got like tons of supply here. Hello, Kevin. Hello, welcome to the stream. Yeah, hello everybody. Yeah, I got a ad hoc studio set up. I adjusted. Hello, Bri. Hello, BRI. Is it BRI? Yeah. Hello. Yeah, I decided to change a little bit format just to add a little bit fun, right? And I have been using pen and paper for a pretty long time, so I think may as well just do some sessions of like pen and paper Japanese and just change the format a little bit and just have fun, right? Just have fun. Hello, welcome to the stream. It's alive. I don't feel pretty well today, so yeah, I think I'm not going to do all this coding stuff because yesterday I did tons of coding stuff and I got super excited and I checked my watch for my sleep and deep sleep for 1 hour and 20 minutes, something like that. I normally just got like 1 hour. I don't sleep well, so so that indicates that I got too much of a stress and too tired yesterday. So I decided to, since I'm the boss, so I will take a leave today and do some stream. Maybe do today I'm going to do a stream for a pretty long time, I think, because I don't want to do the technical stuff. I just want to relax. So previously, I think we are at the pen and paper Japanese about the time. Okay, about the time. Let me see where we are at. We got tons of material. Mizuno no aisatsu. Yeah, we go through aisatsu. We go through all this, sumimasen. Yeah, we go through that. We go through the writing order. Yeah, we go through the konnichiwa, all that stuff. Yeah. The shape. We finish with shape. some like this. I just found some like old drawing with me. By chance, do you have any tips for learning Japanese as a beginner? I know basic phrases though. Yeah, I think learning any language is just a practice, and you know try to force yourself to speak in full Japanese. Okay, so I know you may get a lot of suggestions. It's like a input and output thing, right? So you're here, right? So you got tons of inputs, audio, or maybe video input, something like that. But I know a lot of people may have a suggestion like this. You got like tons of inputs, and then for a specific time, and then you decide to do some outputs. But my suggestion is that while you're doing the inputs, right there, of course, this is like a very good method. Just don't worry about the output. Just focus on the input and enjoy the inputs. This is kind of like a cheating way of doing things, because you can like watch anime all day and say, hey, I got a very productive day. Hello, Justin. Yeah, you must say, oh yeah, I got a very productive day. I got like audio video input all day, and and you can like watch anime and watch all this like Japanese dramas and say, oh yeah, I got tons of input. But yeah, that's a very good way, a very natural way of learning things. But if you want to like do that like really quick, you want to like push yourself a little bit harder, I think my suggestion. Oh, I just found another drawing that I draw. Yeah, I got tons of like sketch. Oh, art by William Jemmy. This is William Jemmy is another stage name on YouTube. Yeah, I'm like it seems like a pen and paper Japanese. I just tried to find out last time where I leave my content. Whereas I got tons of paper through. Yeah, and and this is like for my joke, and I draw some like this is like a skull, something like that. It's really interesting. I love drawing. This is my kids' drawing. Oh my gosh. Here's like go through all this as it's like planets. My kids drawing the planet. Yeah, but my suggestion is that you have to think in that specific language in order to get the maximize the output. So my suggestion is that because I major in Japanese and major in translation, so basically in translation while we're training, of course it's like a dead occupation. I know it's like a dead occupation now. It's like a few. Like 1 month ago, I went to the WWDC, right, 25, because I made my main job as a developer, and I know I watched Apple's announcement and said some like iOS 26 got like a live caption functionality. Just when you like FaceTime someone, you got like a floating thing, and they can like do this translation. Yeah. You know what? At college, I like a major in translation, a dead occupation. But some like a useless knowledge I want to share is that while we are learning translation, there is a technique called shadowing technique. So basically, if you hear something, right, this is like something sentence from beginning to ending, you can just plug an air plug, and then you just do that shadowing technique. Okay, so basically you hear this, and then you just lag like 1 or 2 seconds, and then you start like speaking this. So once you got like a constant lag of 1 or 2 seconds, and then you can like feel very comfortable. Because why there's a lag? Why not just do that simultaneously? Because you want to hear the pronunciation of other people. Okay, you want to mimic the pronunciation, and then once you are comfortable with the lag, then it's just like a muscle memory. Okay, you listen and you repeat. It's like a shadowing, and then it's about translation. It's not about like a language learning. Sorry. Hello, welcome to the stream. Yeah. So basically, once you're comfortable with that, and then after you hear this and this like a lag, 1 or 2 second lag, and then you can start like translating. So I did a little bit translation job when I first, and then I become like translation teacher, something like that. So basically, then you get comfortable with the lag, you're comfortable with the shadow, and then you start translating. So, but even though it's like a dead technique, because we don't need translator now, AI is like taking everything. But I think this method still works while you are trying to learn Japanese or any other language. So the normal, natural, and very good method is like get tons of like audio, video input, and then no output, and just imagine you're a kid and you got like tons of inputs. You oh, this makes sense, right? And then you don't worry about output, and then suddenly you like dream in that language and then you get output. But if you like train that deliberately, there is like a technique that I think I can like use and take advantage of the like translation technique is by through shadowing, and then all this audio video inputs of and then you get all this input, and then while you want to output, you don't need to like think like if you think you must like if you mother tongue is like English, you must think in English, right? And then because you don't got enough inputs, so you have to think in English, and then you have to like do this mental translating and then find the words, then all the orders of the word will be all messed up. So that's the reason a lot of people suggest the first method, that don't do the output, just got tons of input, and then gradually like maybe suddenly one day you can get output. But if you want to like train that intentionally, you can get all sort of inputs while at the stage that you are unable to do the output like fluently, but you can use the shadow technique. Okay, so you got input and then you just shadow it out. Input, shadow it out. This is like a repetition. And then first you can get a tongue, right? Get the stress, because Japanese got like a tongue up and down, something like that. I still remember at college, my teacher always like stress us it's not wakaranai, it's wakaranai. It's like a Japanese teacher like really strict about the tone, so wakaranai, something like that. It's like going all the way down, and it's just and we just like repeat and without thinking about it. So it's like listen to that, and then we just lag 1 or 2 seconds, and then repeat. So basically, that's I think it's like if you haven't reached that stage, you can use shadow technique to output, and then follow the all sort of like input. But just while watching anime, you can like a crazy. It's not like just you sitting here watching anime, right? But rather you watch anime, but at the same time you're like going crazy, like repeating and shadowing, so you can get instant outputs while you are doing the inputs. So that I think that way can like speed up the process of like wait for a certain stage, and then you're comfortable and you feel like you have the urge to do the output. That's my. I don't know whether I explained that clearly, because English is not my first language as well. So yeah, I don't know whether I explained that clearly. So yeah, that's my experience on my tips about learning Japanese or learning any other language. BRI, that's my suggestion. Hello, China Arkanhas. Yeah, you're welcome. Welcome to the stream. Yeah, and let's go back. I still go through all this my kids' drawings, and what the heck? It's like really into the like planets hit Earth or something like that. Oh, I found it. Oh, this is my Chinese bootcamp. I think this is my Chinese or Japanese bootcamp. Oh yeah, Chinese bootcamps notes. We got tons of things. Oh my god, I just found tons of. Oh, this Japanese bootcamp. Shitsuru. I draw tons of things. Oh my god. Yeah, I need to like organize this a little bit, because this got like a really messy. Cafe, waffle, Yeah. Yeah, I think previously. Yeah, got it here. Yeah, this is the. We're talking about numbers. We're talking about numbers. Wow. Yeah, I know. My kids like draw tons of things, and he's like always messing with that stuff because I got tons of like papers, and for kids it's like a playground for them. Yeah, so yeah, previously we talked about like all the numbers, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 9, or 10, and then like 12, 12, something like that. Yeah, we talk about yeah, 時間, 校門, yeah, 専門, excuse me, yeah, yeah. So I think yeah, that's the that's the that's where we left. Okay, so let me just move this to here. Yeah, I think we're nearly there because okay. Oh, what's it? I got like tons of scripts. Yeah. Sometimes I joke about if like one day I suddenly like pass away. I got tons of scripts. The person who go through my script must be this is my mathematics script. The person who goes through my script would go crazy. Okay, I think they would just at some point just just burn everything. It's not there. Just burn everything. Yeah, this is how sad it is. I still remember like go through my mom's things and yeah, it just burn most of things. Yeah, so it's sad. Oh, this is my yeah. All right, so let's continue. I know where we are now. So let's continue to talk about Hun. Do we talk about Hun? Let me quickly check. Okay, I'm going to quickly check a little bit. Be right back. I think okay. So quickly check. Yeah, it doesn't really matter if we already covered it. Let's just a quick review. Oh, we talk about Fun, right? Like 5分, 10分, 15分, 20分, 25分. Yeah, I think pretty similar, pretty familiar. So I think we must have covered that. I think last time we at like the hanbun something like that. Okay, so let me quickly check it. Okay, sorry about that because it's been a long time since I record this, so I have to trigger my memory a little bit. Logging. Okay, let me quickly check. Verification number. Alright, nowadays like everything needs verification. Okay. Okay, let's yeah, I just received tons of email. I need to reply later. So yeah, oh my gosh, I'm like getting crazily busy. But today I'm not going to do anything. I'm going to just go stick with the stream, so you can rest assured. So yeah, I already entered. Let me check. So pen and paper Japanese tango 什么何十分30分 Han, yeah, 30分 Han, yeah, oh yeah, I know. So previously we talked about like Han, so let's continue. So yeah, let's continue. Let's do this. Alright, so previously we talked about hung, right? So basically, if there's something like this, okay, this is golfen, right? So golfen. So most of the time, this is like if you pronounce this, it will be fun, fun, golfen, right? So golfen, and then you plus another golfen, that will be jupun, right? Jupun, jupun. Yeah, and then you plus 5, it will be Jew. It's like a Jew, and then plus go. So Jew go. Pun. Yeah, sometimes pun, sometimes yeah, that's weird, right? Jew, elongation, Jew, go, hun, Jew, go, hun. Right? And then plus 5, we got like ni, ju. Okay? So, ni, let me write it down. Ni, ju. But it's not elongation, but rather stop a little bit here. Ni ju bun. Ni ju bun. If you look here, ju bun, right? We got a stop here. So if like it's a general rule of thumb, okay? It's not a like a 100% accurate. Ju bun. Ni ju bun, right? So if you like a 10, 20, or 30, or 40, or 50, okay? We can get like a stop here, okay? Let's plus 5 again, so 25, okay? That will be ni, ju, go, hun. If you think about this, it's actually pretty easy, right? This is like a 20 plus 5. And if you look at here, we actually pronounce this is like a 20. It's like 2 times 10. So we already know that it's niju, right? Niju is like 10 times 10, so it's 20, right? Niju. And then niju. Niju. When I read this, you already know that I'm reading this like a 20 in a decimal here, okay? So niju, and then read this go, niju go. Okay, so if you're like familiar with the logic, it's just kind of easy. Okay, so what about 30? We previously talked about this, like 30 is like a hum, right? So this is also hum. Hum. If you look here, it's pretty obvious. Come on, it's just burn, and you can't, right? But in fact, it's normally I would like write this way, okay? But if you think about it, so like left and right is symmetric, so it's hung. So hung is like a half. Now you cut it in half, so hung. Okay, really simple. But the clock, half. Okay, let's all the way here, or in that matter, if you here, it's all the way here. Just a half of the circular motion, so hung. Right, and that will be, remember, it's like a 30, so it's like san. Just a quick review of what we already learned, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, all that. Okay, so this is like a 1, 2, 3, so it's a san, right? San is like 3, and it's a 10, 3 times of the 10. Okay, 3 tens. So san ju. Remember, it's like a 10 times, so it's like a stop here. So 30分 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 Okay, so it's like half, hum. Okay, that's where we left. So that's half, and then let's finish with the rest of the half. Okay, so what about the rest of the half? That will be, then we'll plus 5, so it will be 35. Okay, still 30分. So it's a san, right? So let's start with san. So 30. It's not like a 10 times, so it's just a 5. So we can use this elongation, not just to stop. So 35分, right? Because you're not using this like a stop sign. If you're a stop sign, you just become pun, right? 10分, 20分, 30分, right? So it's like stop and pun. 35分, right? So it's just plain vanilla pun, right? Not pun. Because if you think about it, it's actually easy for you to pronounce because you got like a stop and then a pun, right? So, but if you like read that normally, 35分, right? Really simple. Plus 5, and then we got like a 40. Okay? So 4, 4, right? 4, 4, 10. Okay? So 4, 10. It's a 10 times. Okay? So 4, 40分. So because it's like a 10 times, so we got a stop here. 40分. Because we got a stop sign, so it's not hun, but rather pun. So easy for you to pronounce. Because come on, you stop it and then you force this out. Okay, so 40分. That's plus 5 as well, so it's like 45. Okay, so this is a normal one, plain vanilla one. 4, 10, elongation, right? 10, and then 5. Okay, and then 分. 45分. 45分. Like 40 and then plus 5. So 45分. Okay, not pun, just a fun. We'll be fine. Okay, let's continue. Let's continue. I know. Once you got the gist of it, it's actually pretty easy, right? Plus 5, we got like 50. Okay, so 5, 5. So 5. Then 5 times 10. So 5 is times 10. So 5 stop 50分 50分. Okay, 50. I think you can also like make a connection between Japanese and English, right? So like 50分 50, right? It's not 15, right? Just 50. So I hope that helps. I know it's silly. 55 5, and then 5, 10. So 50, and then 5, and then 分. No, sorry. 55分. 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 Okay, really simple. And then I think, yeah, that would be like there's no 60 o'clock. So yeah, so I think we go through everything like using the interval of 5 minutes. So yeah, and then if you ask what kind of nani nani, and then I don't know what kind of fun you want to ask this, you want to have a question about the fun, how to do that? You're gonna say like nani nan fun. Okay, we can say nan fun or nan pun. All is good. Okay, because you don't know whether it's 10 times. So nan pun, all that is good. Okay, hope that helps. We go through all this fun and all that. Alright, so yeah. I finished recording that session, and yeah, Epilotia, welcome. And yeah, I think yeah, I think a lot of people come to the stream. Yeah, thanks for joining the stream. Thanks for joining the party. And yeah, it's not a party. You know, I'm a little bit down today. I'm a little bit tired. But I'm still move forward. I'm hardworking. I'm hardworking, and yeah, you can't just using like a pure passion in order to like you just to achieve something, right? If it's just pure passion, you will run out of passion very, very quickly. So my suggestion is not just using passion, but rather using the sheer willpower. That's what? Where is it? Okay, let me quickly check something. Oh, I put it in the traditional drawing. Let me quickly check the audio, right? Let me quickly check the audio. This is golfing. The clock. Let's continue. I know. Yeah. And then if you ask, what kind of nani, and then yeah, I think the audio is brilliant. That's good. That's good. Relatively good. So that's good. So we finished with the. What about Yeah, I think did we finish? Did we cover the like G, like 1時、1時、2時、3時、4時、5時、6時、7時ので単語、時、分、何、時。What about G? I explained like 5 minutes of G. Let me quickly check it. Sorry. How did you check this? I don't want to like do something that already been done.
Oh right. So bring it out here because.
Oh, G already covered that. Nani G.
Juji. Okay.
Alright, that's brilliant. Okay, G covered. Good. Let's go. Oh, so we can continue. So G already covered. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 5, 7. Yes, covered. Brilliant, we'll chip along. So let's. Yeah, let's continue. Let's do a little bit of practice, right? But before that, let me just drink some coffee. Okay, let's adjust this little tiny little bit. where's our previous like G? Let's quickly find it out. Ooh, I nearly dropped everything. Oh, my kids' drawings. It's like too messy. Right, let's continue. Let's add a little bit of practice, right? Okay, let me just bring everything back and turn it a little bit. Okay, so can move all this a little bit up, a little bit here, a little bit up, a little bit here, so you can like make the whole screen visible. At the same time, keep everything nice and clean. That's hello, Belen Morales. Hello, Belen Morales. Welcome. So yeah, I'm about to like start recording. This is like a live recording, live while I'm recording for my Ultimate Japanese Bootcamp. Hi, Desi. Welcome. Hello. I'm just about to recording. Okay, so after recording, I would like chat with folks. You can like ask questions or whatever. Okay, SSNYC59. Hello. Okay, we're talking about the time in Japanese. So yeah, let's get started. I'm going to start recording. Okay. Alright, so previously we talked about all this kind of time. So let's do a little bit of practice. Okay, let's have some fun. So for example, if you want to ask, what time is it? Right? So what time is it? While you are saying what time is it, you actually got like a hidden meaning is what time is it now? Okay? So in Japanese, if you want to ask this question, you kind of have to add this, just make this more, because Japanese language is like a really context based. So you can sort of use this to sort of give other people a little bit hint. Okay, so for example, like now it's like ima, right? This is like ima, right now, ima. And then if you write things down, if you like read Japanese novels, you do something like this, ima, and then you use this sign, right? It's like a comment, something like that, but in Japanese comments like this. Okay, ima, and then ima, what time is it? Like right now, what time is it? Then you ask your question. Ima, nanji desu ka? Right? Nan. Nani? Right? Nanpun. We just talked about nanpun. Nanpun. Right? Nani? Right? Ima, nanji. Ji is like time. So, nan. Ji, nanji desu ka? Right? Ima nanji desu ka? Right? Right now, what time is it? Not going to show. It's like right now, ima nanji, ima what time? What time? Okay? Adding this is for politeness. Okay, and then ka is for question mark. Okay, this is like equivalent to the English word question mark, right? So basically, if you just using like a really casual conversation, Japanese, you just need to say ima nanji, right? Nanji, ima. You can like even like trailing that behind. Doesn't really matter. But if you want to be polite, nanji, and then desu ka, right? Nanji desu ka? Ima nanji desu ka? Okay, really, really simple. Okay, just need to, I think you need to add this like ima to indicate right now. Okay, because Japanese language is like heavily context based. Ima, nanji desu ka? Right now. So the word that we can learn here is ima, right? Ima. Ima is like now, right now. Okay, and I think you can learn this by there's a person here, right? The person is sort of like standing here, okay? So the person is not moving, like indicated, like you can even think of the person starting here and pointing to the ground. So this, right, ima. Yeah, and then sort of treat this as ima, right? Yeah. Yeah, I'm a digital artist as well, so I know this drawing may be crappy, but you got idea. Yeah, you have to use a little bit imagination, right? Ima, nanji desu ka, right? And nanji, I think we already covered all this, like nan, nani, nanfun, right? So nan, ji is like the sun, right? Ji, and then bu 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 is like the this is like a temple, right? Sun and temple means the time, ji, and especially it's about the hourly time, not the not like a film. It's like a ji. So basically, if you ask other people about nanji, it's about like a general reference of the time. It's not a specific time, but just the nanji. Ima nanji desu ka? Right? So then you can answer this by just using a combination of whatever that we previously learned, right? So for example, like 1, so it's ichi, right? Ichi, ichiji, right? It's 1 o'clock, right? Ichiji. What about 10 past 1? Okay, so let me just get something very. Remember, you talk about nanji. You're not only going to reply ji, but also you get a precise answer like a fun, right? This is 10 times, right? So you're going to stop a little bit here. So instead of ichiji jubun, but rather jubun, ichiji jubun desu. Adding des, sticking at the end to make it polite. Ichichi juppun desu. Okay? So if you like if it's a 5, okay? If it's a 5, that'll be pretty easy. 5 is like a go fun. Okay? Ichiji 5分です. Ichiji 10分です. Okay? Hope that helps. I just finished recording. Hi, how you say water? Mizu. Hello, Mercy Hyper. Welcome to the stream. Hello. Water, mizu. Right? Mizu. Mizu. Water. Or is there any other water? I'm not sure. I think it's just water. Mizu. Let's just yeah. Let me quickly check what other expression in Japanese that can represent like a mizu. Because the first thing comes to my mind is like a mizu. Let me quickly check. I'm taking the notes. So mizu, water. Yeah, mizu. 水を飲みます。水を冷たい。Like otsume. It's like if you like order in Japanese restaurant, normally the water is like otsume. It's like 冷たい. It's like ohiya. Oh, ohiya. Yeah. So お水. Sorry. お水. 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 You. So if 水 become the ice, become koori. So like a water with a dot. So yeah, that's pretty interesting. 喉が渇いんだね。水を買おうか。すみません。お水ください。かしこまりました。Yeah, I think it's just a 水. Yeah, I checked. It's 水. Yeah, 水. Mizu. Here, right this way. Like this is like water flowing here, and then water come here, water go away, water come here, water go away. Yeah, mizu. I hope that helps. Yeah, let's continue. So, 何分、今何分ですか？何時ですか？何分ですか？ Yeah, you can also ask for 何分. Yeah, let's quickly get this session down, right? Let me move this a little bit. Because while I'm writing all this, like, position will mess up. Sometimes I won't be able to see in my computer, so that's bad. That's bad. So yeah, I think it's called Ohia. Let me quickly check this. Hello, also real. Hello, welcome to the stream. Yeah, it's called Ohia. Ohia. Like 冷たいもの、お冷や。お冷やください。お冷や、おかわりいいですか？すいません、お冷や、まだ来てません。Yeah, お冷や。Like 冷たいもの、冷たい水。So, yeah. Hello, Osiro. Hello, welcome to the stream. Hello. Yeah, let's quickly record another. Alright, so quick review. Not only you can ask for like nanji, right? If you ask nanji, it's like a general asking for time. But also you can ask for nanpun, right? Nanpun. So let's quickly practice this as well. So let me just move this somewhere else. So maybe here. Okay, this is like the thing that we're writing down. So you can also say ima, right? Ima. And then, right, you can ask for nanpun, but normally we don't just ask specific for a pun, right? So we normally it's like nanji nanpun, right? So nanji nanpun or nanpun desu ka, right? Nanji nanpun desu ka. It's like you ask, yeah, no comma here. Nanji desu ka. You don't need to add a question mark because there's a ka, so it's like a comma will be fine. So nanji nan fun or pun doesn't really matter. I'm going to use pun desu ka, right? And then you can give them specific answer like nani nani ji, nani nani pun, right? So for example, as I said, like ichiji, right? Ichiji. Like let's do a little bit interesting. Ichiji han, okay? Remember this as a calling half, so everything will be like han. So yeah, another kanji. This, to make it more polite, ichiji han desu. Ichiji han desu. Right, ichiji han desu. Okay, so basically han, like half past a certain point. So half. Yeah, ichiji han desu. Yeah, that's all. Yeah, pretty easy one. This is a pretty easy one. So what about yeah, you can add a little bit like a specific time to make your requirements more request more like specific, like you ask a specific place time, right? Yeah, what about this? Okay, I'm going to add a little bit actually just get this hook down a little bit. So let's squeeze this out. Okay, I'm gonna adjust a little bit of setting here. So, okay, settings, comments, all the. Okay, I think we can continue. Oh my gosh, it's just, I think I already streamed for 1 hour. Oh my gosh. That's good. That's good. Yeah, I think I need to like eat something. I'm like low blood sugar. Oh my gosh. Yeah. All right. So if you ask for time, you can even make it more specific. Remember, previously we talked about like ima, right? Ima, nanji, nanpun desu ka? So basically, you're talking about right now. What is the time? Instead of say the time, like right now, what is the time? You can also use the say place. So for example, America, right? America. Let's practice a little bit like a written of katakana, right? So America, me, li, ka, America. So specific time, right? Or Nihon, right? So let's just use America because we want to practice the katakana. So America wa, and then 何時ですか? Right? You can even add like 今アメリカは今何時ですか? So it's like you can stop, right? アメリカは stop, comma 今 stop 何時ですか? Okay, so you're asking right now, but at America, right? So when is what is the time is it in America? Okay, and then you can ask all sort of specific, place time, because time is. Yeah, I don't want to get like philosophical about it, but the time, come on, it's irrelevant. Okay. So depending on the time zone, the time is actually different. So if you say 今何時ですか, it's like what you're standing here right now. 今何時ですか, but you can like make it like アメリカは今何時ですか? Okay, hope that helps. So specific place and then は and then 今. So 何々 and then like 日本は and then 今 stop, stop. はい。日本は今何時ですか？日本は今何時ですか？ Okay? Yeah, so you can ask a specific place, time. Okay, yeah. Let's continue. Let's quickly check whether I record that right or not.
So specific, okay, and then you can ask all sort of specific, you know, 本は and then 今 you stop, stop, right? 日本は今何時
Yeah. Yeah, I record fine. I record fine. That's good. So yeah, I think we can also talk about the AM and PM, right? So anti-meridian. Hello, Damankus the Mackens. Hello, welcome. Yeah, I think, yeah, I'm just doing a little bit of research about what was next. I think I'm going to talk about AM and PM in Japanese as well. So, yeah, let's get started. Hello, feel free to follow my channel. Yeah, let's go. I'm going to start like the okay, so we talk about like ima nanji nanpun desu ka? Like we also talk about like we can ask a specific like place, right? So for example, アメリカは今何時ですか? 日本は今何時ですか? So not only just to ask for time for now, but also for a specific place time, right? So for example, you know, time is relevant. Around the world, time is different. And we can even divide time by a very interesting concept called noon, right? So English, we got like AM and PM. So basically, it's like the not the moon, noon. What I'm talking about. So noon, right? Right. So I thought I like it M, but in fact, M is like sorry, I'm going to yeah. This is like anti-meridian, Sorry. Yeah, so it's not moon, isn't it? Right? It's like a, and then supposed meridian, right? So it's Latin, right? So in Japan, there's also a concept like the noon, right? So basically, this is called go. Okay. So go is like you can sort of treat this as like a middle, okay? And then we can have before the go or after the go. So it's like a before the noon or afternoon, okay? So just like anti-meridian and post-meridian. So meridian is like the noon, okay? So basically, if it's a morning, right, all the way here, we can call that morning. And after that, we call that, afternoon. It's not night yet, so afternoon. Noon. Okay, yeah. So before, let's go and before. So it's like my, right? It's like zen. So it's called gozen. Go and then zen. Okay, so go zen en. So gozen. So go, you can sort of treat this as a sort of anchor point, right? So you set an anchor here, right? I got a little flag, so anchor, bang, and before that is the like before and then after. And then, how to remember that? Then is like before. Yeah, if you look at here, what's inside of then? It's like a rabbit's ear, and then we got this. It's like a moon sort of thing, and then we got like a knife. So you cut a knife, you got a rabbit ear. I don't know how to sort of imagine this, but that's just before, and this is very badly written. Then this is like a better go then. Okay, before the noon, and then go still is like a zen, and then there's after. After is called go. Oh, this is a little bit hard for me to pronounce. Like go. I prefer to add a little bit end sound go, right? Go. Right, so go is like use this. It's like a person, and then you use dots, okay, and then you just go here, and then go here. So go. Go is like after. It's like ushiro. It's like behind it. Okay, so behind the noon. So go. And when you got something like this, you don't need to pronounce it like a go. So it's like a go. No, I prefer like place the tongue down and add a little bit n sound. So it's like this go, add a little bit n here, so sort of connect these two sounds. So go. Okay, go. Like so, if, for example, like for example, like 授業 okay, so 授業は何時からですか? So 午後3時からです. So it's like afternoon, like from 3 o'clock. So yeah, so that's just some like a division of time. So we talk about like a number, how to number time, how to use like a specific place, just different like classification of time. Okay, goes and gong. Just it's not like a specific, but rather using the noon as a separation point, not using like a numeric numbers to represent time. But all that is just a way like ji, dun, right? Specific place, goes and gong. All that is just to represent the time. So yeah, hopefully that's enough for our time study sessions. Oh right, I think Barry Mac, hello. I just finished recording my Japanese bootcamps like a time session, especially right inside bootcamp is like I got tons of different method to approach the same thing. So basically, it's like immersive, comprehensive input. And I know at the very beginning, a lot of folks don't want to use pen and paper to learn, but I think it's a good to know, and it's like a higher standard for you to learn Japanese, not just binge watching anime, you know, but rather actually, you got a certain input. You can not only just speak, but also you can like write and read, and once you write, especially the kanji, is very helpful because you can sort of understand how this kanji works. So that's my take. Okay. All right. So we talk about like gozen go. What about you want to express the specific time, but you are not precise about time? Okay. So for example, this is the specific time, but you're saying, hey, yeah, like you can be early, you can be late, something like that. So for example, this is like timeline. A time flow this way. Okay. It can be early, it can be late. I'm not sure. So you know what? Yeah, you can say, well, you can say like approximately. So basically, you can say like for example, 6時. So for example, what time is it? I don't know. Okay, I look at sun. Okay, I'm like a crazy hunter. Look at sun, right? Look at the smell of the sea, the forest, of the wind. It's about 6時. So 6 時, right? 6時 6時 instead of just say 6時です. I gotta say 6時頃. Okay, 頃. 頃 is something approximately. So this is a 6時です, right? 6時頃です. So maybe, I don't know, maybe 5:30 or I don't know, 6:30. I don't know. It's just this time interval, right? So 6時頃です, right? 頃 is like approximately. Okay, that's specific, not like specific time, but rather a certain time frame. Yeah, this is a concept is pretty easy. So yeah, pretty easy. So I think that's the end of the time section, and it's great fun. I'm gonna take a break, drink some coffee. I still got like all this kind of coffee, and yeah, every day the stream goes like this. So if I finish with all the coffee, and that's just call it for a day. I already streamed for how long? Let me just quickly check. For 1 hour and 10 minutes. Yeah, 2 hours at most. Because you know what? Strangely, it might seem like an easy job to go stream, but strangely, it's pretty hard. You know, my main job is a programmer, but once in a while, I feel that I look at screen for a pretty long time. I need to really, just change the whole mindset a little bit. I might just go stream and teach Japanese. I'm building a Japanese boot camp. Right now it's ranking first on Google. So if you Google it, Ultimate Japanese, not Ultimate Japanese. You just need to search Japanese boot camp and you can find me, right? The first ranking. I build everything in public, so basically that's the thing that I'm building right now. I show you folks the behind the scene, chat with folks, get instant feedback, whatever you folks want to learn, want me to research, I'm going to do that live. I'm going to do that, add that to the bootcamp, so it's constantly adding things and changing. And right now, as well, maybe hopefully we'll get like the like longest and most material included bootcamp. Hopefully, I won't give you folks the like the money's worth. Okay. Yeah, I want to talk about the Japanese money, but I don't think I got all that on the coin. Yeah, let me quickly check. Oh, maybe I can just show you the pictures. Alright. Because the price, yeah, strangely, if you travel to Japan, still accept most of the machine. Yeah, actually accept all this like coin and satsu. So yeah, I might as well. Yeah, I might as well draw this. I don't know whether I can, uh, like show this, show money. Can I show money on the stream? I'm not sure, but if I draw this, I'll be okay, right? So, luckily, hello, Ling 24 boy. Hello. I'm still like wondering whether I should. Let's. Yeah, I think this is kind of boring. Let's just skip that. I'm going to use the that studio that way. Okay, I'm going to give you folks. So if the photo took a while, you know, I can use the like OBS to put things on the screen. That will be more descriptive. This is more about like drawing and explaining and writing, explaining kanji, something like that. So I might as well just. Yeah. What about a kanji session? Yeah, I think this is like a better way to just explain kanji rather than explain this, because it's kind of boring, begin to feel a little bit boring. Let me quickly. Oh, this is bad. Oh, let's go. Oh, that's weird. This is about kanji. Hello, Colin. Welcome. Let's think of. Okay, I'm doing a little bit of research about whether I should add a like yeah, research down. So what I'm gonna do is to I think I'm going to add another session of Japanese お金の使い方. Right, so basically Japanese money. A specific lecture about Japanese money. So let's get to it. Let's go. Alright, let's talk about お金. お金is like a gesture in Japanese. So お金 is like gold. So gold. お金の使い方について紹介させていただきたいと思います。So basically, Japanese currency is called yen, right? In English, right? But in Japanese, it's not called yen, right? But in fact, it's called en. If you like learn Japanese, if you're just an English speaker, you might just say Japanese yen, right? But it's an English way of saying Japanese currency. But in fact, it's called en, so it's like en, right? En. And we got kanji for it as well, so it's like bu, and we got bu, so en. It's like a door, but this door is like a closed, and we got this like some supporting material. So it's a pretty, jobu. It's a pretty good structure. So it's like a money, en, right? So en. Okay, and so ironically, if you use the romanization, n is a, right? N is like in, so it's like English. I know it's a pretty cold, funny fact, but yeah, if you know, you know. If you don't know, you don't know. Doesn't really matter. Okay. So basically, if you want to represent the specific money in Japanese, you can use this like half sign. We just learned this like a han, right? But if you write this like in a slender form, that will become the money sign, right? And we like make this a little bit longer, but make this the extrusion part a little bit gone, so there will be something like this. Okay, this is a typical sign for Japanese money. I think I'm going to give it like a little bit bigger. Okay, and then you just add whatever's like a number behind. So for example, like 1,000, okay, or like 2,000, okay, like 5,000, right, or maybe like a 1, okay, doesn't really matter. Okay, that's that's basically how to represent. But if you like using the kanji to represent them, there will be like, for example, like this will be sen, and then you add this n here, sen n. Okay, for example, like ichi, there will be like ichi n. Okay, ichi n. So yeah, we will talk about more about the shihei and koka later. Right now, just need to know that Japanese okane is n, not yen, right? It's n. N's like this, like a door, right? And then you can use this like, you know, I think it's a pretty common sign if you represent language. This is for n, right? And then whatever number of money that you have, you just need to add this n at the end, and then become the kanji way of saying n, saying Japanese money. Okay, that's pretty easy, to be honest. That's pretty easy, and that's pretty easy. Let's continue. Oh, I forgot to buy the grocery. Wait a bit, I need to like buy things in order to eat. So I'm like starving right now. Hello, both Buffalo with we. Hello. Yeah, I didn't quite see you. I'm like wrestling a little bit. There and ordering some, food. Oh, I just forgot. We have this. Let me check. Yeah, got it. Got it. Right, let's continue. All right, let's continue. Let's continue. So let's continue to talk about Wakane, like Japanese money. And so basically, there are two kinds of money. I think just like in most of the countries, just like Japan, you got like two kinds of money. One is called shihe, right? So I know it's a little bit hard for you to write it down, but you just know shihe is like shi, and then he is like two kanji. One is for, this is like a little bit hard. Boo, 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 boo. This is like the this line, silk line, okay, and then we got this sheet, okay. So this is like a paper sheet. So you sort of treat this like the silk waves paper, okay, sheet, and then here, this whole thing here is the paper bag meaning. So it's something like this. I know it's a little bit hard, but just bear with me, okay. And then boo boo, and then boo 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 boo, and then boo 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 boo. Okay, shit. I know. The up above is a kind of like respective way to refer to self, and then this is like the tower. Okay, so I don't know how to explain this specific thing. Okay, this specific thing just like a banknotes, paper banknotes, and then this is like a paper. So most of the time we just use in combination. So is like the paper banknote. Okay, so this will equal approximately into the English the paper money. She is like paper, so direct translate to paper and then money. Okay, hey money, yeah, she paper money. Okay, and this she most of the time will refer to the banknotes. So basically, if you think about it, it's like a notebook, any notes, but it's issued by the bank or by the government. Okay, and so Japanese shihe is like a big number banknotes, and if you are living in US, you will see, oh, that's a very big number if you get that specific paper money in hand. So the common banknotes. The common banknote, especially the shihe, will be starting with 1,000. Okay, that's how big it is. Remember, we talk about this like a goat sort of thing, like goat's horn, and then boo, boo, boo. This is a typical N number. Okay, N like Japanese N number N. Okay, so if you look at here, you know that is Japanese. Okay, Japanese N. And then 1,000, 1, 3 triple zeros. So this will be 1,000. In Japan, fortunately, got like specific 30. That's called sen. Okay. So fortunately, you can just directly say this will be the sen. Remember, this is called n. So sen n. Okay. Sen n. Sen n. 1,000 Japanese money. Okay, sen n. As simple as that. How simple is that? Sen n. And then this is like a one note that's something like this. I don't know whether I can show you while I'm recording Japanese money. I don't know, but for like comply with whatever some weird regulations or rules. I'm like a rule combining, compiling thing. There will be like a person sign here. Most of the time it will be like a circular shape here, and there will be like 1,000 here. Okay, and there will be a number of sen n here. Okay, as similar to that. Maybe there's like a person here. Okay, I'm not sure, but you got an idea. Just like a paper notes, sen n. As simple as that. And then if you got like a 2, what about there will be like a nisen and this, nisen and so 2 and then 1,000. Okay. In Japan, it's so easy to read all this because it's like a ni, right? And then common, so it's not sen, so nisen. So ni sen n. Okay, really simple. Ni sen n. Ni sen n. Right? Ni sen. I don't know that specific. Ni sen n's. I think most of the time it's just Just change the number here. Change the number. Different person, like different number, different kanji. Okay, I'm not going to write this again. So 2000 yen, and then plus, then we got like 5000. Yeah. 5000, so 5000. Okay. So 5. Really simple. Just need to write down the number, and then sen, and then n. 5 sen n. Really simple. Okay. And then the biggest paper banknotes will be the 1,000,000 yen, right? 1,000,000 will be 10,000, right? So 1 is like 1. So instead of saying sen, this 10, right? This 10 actually can be using one kanji to represent. That will be man. Okay. So yeah, instead of saying like sen, like 10 sen, you just use man. This is like a must, because that's basically how the rules. Okay, you don't say like 10 like sen and you don't do that. You're just using like 10 as the man and then sen. You don't need to add sen. Sorry. So man is already like a 50 behind. Okay, so man. Okay, so instead of saying all that, calculating stuff like a 10,000, something like that, you don't say 10,000. You just say 1 man, and that man will be 1, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so basically this is like a cultural difference here. So a lot of Asia countries actually just using like 4 digits as one common, and then 4 digits as a common, while English-speaking country like using 3 zeros as a separation. So because we got like a man, and then just like using this as a unit and then multiplication. Okay, so let's just say this like 1,000,000 and so 1, right? 1 is like 1, and then we add a man, and then we add an n, 1,000,000 yen, right? That's 10,000 US dollars. Not US dollars, Japanese yen, right? 1,000,000 yen. So yeah, and that's the most common banknotes in Japan. And remember, this is a specific about shihe, right? About the paper money. Oh, that's all. Yeah, really simple. Hi, Diana Torres. Hello, welcome. And I want to quickly research a little bit. Really weird. Okay. Well, 2,000 yen. Oh, 2,000 yen is still part of the currency, but you just don't see that much. 2000s. Oh, G8 Summit. Oh, this is like it do exist. I think the saying right now is like what's prices now? くらですか？わかる可能性な。So it's like, yeah, a lot of collectors actually collect this like 2000 yen. Because I think it's something like rarely used. Oh my god, I'm getting a little bit tired. So maybe I will like finish with the Quokka section and call it for a day. Yeah, I need coding. I need to code. I got some like a VR project going on.値段がいくら今後もね、価値が上がる可能性もある。主人公だからね。通常に過去の番号は Oh, is yeah, it's a thing. It's the thing. Alright, let's finish with the Quokka and then call it for a day. Hello Sophia. Hello. Welcome to the stream. I want to like record one last session and I'm out of here. If you're in Japan, if you're in US, I think it's like nearly night time. Yeah, just have a good night. Or maybe good morning, I'm not sure. Let me quickly check. What time is it? What time is it in US? Oh, nearly 2 o'clock. But if you're in San Francisco or San Jose, it's like yeah, pretty late. Right, let's continue to finish with the Quokka and then call it for a day. Alright, so previously we talked about shihe, it's like a paper money, right? But what about the coin? I love coin. Personally, the coin is one of my favorite things. So you know what? Let's talk about coin as well. So, coin is called Quokka, right? So, core is like core, elongation core and core, Quokka, right? So, this is core, right? Core means it's hard. It's metal, it's hard. Like, for example, a stone is like you can use this core, right? So, core, hard. Ka, yeah, it's just like this is also have the meaning of a currency, Quokka, or yeah, I think it's just a money currency, okay, Quokka, but it's a hard currency, so you know, coin, okay, or metal money, right, or hard money. Depending on the translation, it's hard money, okay? Hard money, Quokka. So just a coin, okay? Usually used for like, you know, if you go to the station, you want to buy some tickets, or simply because, you know, sometimes if you include the tax, and there will be like some like weird amount, like 1 or 2, right? 1円とか、5円とか、10円とか。You want to like exchange, okay, just for that specific reason only. So basically this is still heavily used, and if you want to use say the vending machine, you definitely going to encounter this Quokka, okay. So the Quokka, the common one is like so for example, like I'm just still using this sign, right, and then like 1, that will be 1円, right? 1円, right? And then 5 will be 5円, right? 5円. And then 10 will be 10円, right? 10円. 10円. And then there will be like a 50. Because if you think about it, you already got like a 10. So it will be like a meaningless because you can use all the combination. If you like it, you make coin yourself. You sort of want to maximize things. So basically, if you want to use this, just use like a 5, you can get a 50. Okay. So for example, 40, I can just using 4, or like using 3 and using 2 of this, using like 3 of this and 1 of this and 5 of this, something like that. You can use it in combination. Okay. So that's the beauty. I believe there is like a mathematic thing, like a formula behind it, but I don't want to bore you with all this mathematics. It's a full Japanese language. So 50, what about 50? 50 is like a 5, 10 円. So 5, 10円, 50円, right? And then 100 is like 100, right? So remember, you can omit like 100, but just using 100. So 100, hi, and then a smaller version, ya. So 100, 100. So here, 100. So it's like using combination, right? 100, and then en, 100 yen. 100 yen is 100 yen. And what about like 500? Just like this, right? So 10 and 50, 100 and 500, just for the maximizing, just to cover, but also for usage. Okay, there'll be the 5, because it's 5, is 100, so 500, right? And so 500, 500 and 500 yen, like 5,000. Okay, really simple. So that's basically the koka, the coin, in Japanese. Right. Yeah, Emily, welcome. Hello, everybody. Yeah. So I think I'll just go for a day because I stream for 1 hour and 51 minutes. Oh my god, that's too long. Okay, so I'm going to rest a little bit and eat a little bit. So yeah, depending on my condition, I don't feel pretty well today. So I might stream at night. I'm not sure. Maybe not. Maybe tomorrow. Okay. So yeah, see you. Bye.